Oh, hi, masculines. So this is going to be a check-in for divine masculines because actually I've been getting told to do this for a while. So this is intended for divine masculines, whether you are a guy, a gal, or whatever you identify as on the twin flame journey. There's a divine feminine one as well. I dare say I'll publish some, kind of close within each other or at the same time. And you could also watch this for your own divine feminine energy, your own divine masculine energy. And it could be just bits of it resonate, bits of it don't, especially the end, because I'll do like me personal messages. And actually, with the cards I'm just going to use that I used for the feminine one, I don't know if that will work because I feel they're meant to be divine masculine, divine feminine, but we'll just go with it. We'll just improvise. Wing it like I always do, and it's the guys talking through me anyway. So, and actually I did just pick one up that said, let's meet up and tell each other how we feel. So again, already, I mean, I was there, I'm wanting to use them at the end, and it's 144 on my timer, my stopwatch down here. So your twin flame wants to meet up and tell you how they feel, because this is this is for divine masculine. So again, this is you that wants to say that to your twin flame, I feel. Or it could be that your divine feminine has expressed, like, I think it's about time we talk, because again, some divine feminines may have lost patience and done that. But my personal feeling is, I think it would be a shame to rob divine masculines of that moment, just because they're in their healing process, because it's a big part of the journey that you're not going to get back. And you could look at it in some ways like, who cares who says hi first if somebody really is finding that too challenging to do it. But again, it's like I shouldn't need to point out for obvious reasons, feminine energy is about receptivity, masculine is about giving. It's like the masculine is meant to give to the feminine, and definitely in this context where it's like, and again, divine masculines out there, you will get this, like you will, and again, not everyone, but you will typically, if the right people are finding this, or there will be cross watchers, like feminines will be watching this to find out for the divine masculines, you will have possibly had, your days, whether it was more recent or ages ago, of being in that kind of player mentality or runner, or so you might have been a runner that wasn't so kind of player, being a player, but it might just be that you got into another relationship and stayed in it that was nothing like you and your twin flame. And although you may have been happy in it for a while, it's going through the motions, maybe even a bit boring, is what I hear from my clients. It's whatever, it wasn't the same passion, it wasn't the same chemistry, because nothing can ever beat your twin flame. It doesn't mean you can't have great sex with other people, but it's like kind of, well, it's a bit like what they say about, like, why would you have a hamburger when you've got a steak dinner at home or something? It's like, yeah, it's momentarily you're going to get that, but it's devil energy. You're going to give in to lust, you're going to do something, and then you're going to be like, shit, that is not what I get from that other person. Like, I get that and more, like, of more of what I've wanted. So good, right, we're already going straight into that energy. Right, so did this jump out here? I think it did. The temple of my body. So in the subconscious, this is the darker truth for the divine masculine. So 2 might be significant here. The 2nd of May might be significant for some reason. It could be when that talk's going to happen for some people. Oh yeah, because that's just after Beltane. So it's when the energy sort of settles down after all the Aries energy as well, because we're into Taurus, which is about calming down, slowing down. That looks like an ankh symbol on that thing that woman's holding. The temple of my body. Let's see what this says. So I think I went over all of that, right? But there's a divine feminine one if you want to watch both, whichever one you identify as a little bit more. But again, we've got both inside us. We've got both energy inside us. You could see, oh yeah, I can see both of me, or I can see my twin. Or if you don't know for, in the physical for definite, you can tap in though. That makes me, I don't even know that song, but tap in, tap. I don't even fucking know it. But that's what I hear. It's kind of like you can tap into them in your heart space and you can feel into it. But you might actually be in their physical lives and you're like, no, you can, because again, I know some twins are in each other's lives and it's kind of, small talk. But again, like I've always said, like, I can't relate to that because that ain't me, and it isn't a lot of people that I attract. Like that'd be very hard to do, I feel, on that and with your twin. Right, depression. Okay, so divine masculines in the shadow side, a lot of them are feeling depressed. I feel I am not worth enough. Wow, that's spot on. Um, a succubus, I can't say that, like creature with claws resembling nails holds a very thin silver chain. The pendant on it appears like a crimson tear of blood. My body is the temple of my soul. It has no secrets to me. This card is about the darkness in the body. Culture can make us take distance from what is our corporality. Fuck's sake. Again, I said in the other video, but I'm totally in my shadow side today, so I can't be arsed, but you're getting me as I am. So many religions and customs, for instance, demonize sex in many different ways. Wow, this is interesting. Lacing it with guilt, with an assassin could lace food with poison. On the other side, we're collaborators and cheapening our body, hiding it, being shamed of it, selling it, giving it away for nothing. Right, I'm going to chip in here. See, when I was talking about the player archetype, it almost kind of reminds me of how there's a card in that deck called Scarlet Codes, and it's like the whole, we've just literally had Easter, like Mary Magdalene and Jesus kind of thing. It's, and then that other card in the Divine Feminine one was like gossips, blah blah blah. It's like a lot of divine masculines are in that energy of, and some of them will have moved through it, but a lot of divine masculines, and this could even be some that are together, like, in physical union and together, like actually together, could be going through this privately, like secretly, like they could be really beating themselves up about the times in their life that they were like that. And then if you've known them in this life, where they either didn't realize their feelings that were deep down suppressed. Because again, if this is your true twin flame, you have known them in many, many lives, but they might not have consciously realized that's who you were. You would have had a connection of sorts. And then perhaps it's awakened to them later on, or like now, if you're finding this. And it's all right for your divine feminine. Again, I'm going to talk it like it's you, because that is what this is for. Your divine feminine will have they'll have empathy. If they're your true divine feminine, they will have empathy, they'll have understanding. It doesn't mean you're going to get off scot-free with everything, but if somebody's giving you a really, really hard time, or guilt tripping you, or blaming you, and not understanding the wounds that you've had as a divine masculine collective as a whole, then again, is it really your divine feminine? Like, only you're going to know that, you feel it in your heart. But, and if you're divine feminine cross watching this for divine masculine, divine masculines, like, they don't have it easy. Even the mere fact that they tend to cotton on to the journey much later on. Again, I wouldn't want to be somebody that was spiritually awakening in these times. It was rough for me because I felt very lonely. Where's that card? There was a card that said loneliness that's been hanging around all day. But it did feel very lonely, and I looked like I was going nuts, and nobody around me got it. Yeah, it felt very lonely. But again, even though there's a mass awakening going on right now, you guys out there will feel very alone too. But this is why I'm doing this. You're not alone. And it's okay to reach out for help, so if you're not comfortable putting stuff in the comments, then, book a session with me. Like, hopefully you feel like I'm somebody that would be able to understand, like, I'll be able to listen to your story. And like I say, most of the divine masculine energies that I help actually are women, funnily enough. But I've helped them balance out their masculine side. I feel like hummingbirds may be significant to someone out there. I got these for my birthday. They're an animal that I've got in my heart, along with lots of other ones. But hummingbird is about living the moment. But again, right, they're pulling me back to that is how a lot of divine masculines will live their lives, like living in the moment, having fun. I'm not hurting anyone. Like, you may have literally felt that at that time. And then it's only later on when you mature a bit and you're like, oh shit, actually, I was hurting that person. I was hurting my twin flame. But then again, that means you were hurting yourself. So, and like I say, I can't speak for your divine feminine, but I can speak for the collective of divine feminines, that true divine feminines hold space for their divine masculine. They love them. there's not even enough words that would put into words, unconditionally. And actually, yeah, it's like I just heard that Katy Perry song in my head. You know, it is that. It is, you know, just listen to that. Yeah, because it's like, you know, oh no, did I almost see what's really on the inside? All your something insecurities never made me blink twice or something. You know what I mean? It's basically like I saw right through what other people can to who you really are. And I'm being drawn to shining star, you know, like your divinity. Fuck, that's really deep. But again, it happens when we accept an abusive relationship, when we refuse to respect the body of another, or more simply, when we do things like being too lazy to eat healthily. Our body is a temple. It cannot be defiled. We can take a shower, raise our chin, feel proud. It is our body, ours. Again, in this depression, I've said this for years since my dark night of soul. Depression is deep rest. So that, you know, you as a divine masculine have been going through this period of deep rest, and hopefully you have been honouring that within yourself. And like I say, it's not that your divine feminine isn't going to really miss you and want to hear from you and want to know what's going on, because I know that that's typically the case, that a lot of divine feminines are completely in the dark about where their divine masculine is at, and their journey's different. You know, it's to trust and have faith. Changed. Oh my god, that's, hey, I'm totally going to keep doing these. That's cool. Out of all those cards, divine masculine, you're mirroring. Oh wow, this is exciting. You're mirroring your divine feminine. You're being guided to change tracks too. And like I've said before, the changing tracks that divine masculines are doing, I feel, are way more intense than divine feminine. Well, you can't really compare it, but it's like the changes to the divine masculine's life are going to be way more than what is the divine feminine. Because I feel a lot of divine feminines, yeah, there's change going on for them too, but it's like things going to a next level. And it would be your twin coming into your life for some of you as well. You know, and later all of you at the different parts. But it's like for you out there, divine masculines, it's basically making big change. Like say with some women that I work with, I know it is kind of like, you know, leaving other relationships, you know, changing jobs, a bit of all of this. So and this obviously will be men out there too, or whoever you are, but you're being true to yourself. So it's taking a lot of courage, and there's a lot of change going on for you, changing tracks because you're being true for yourself. And like you say, there's going to be a lot of energies around you that don't like it. You know, divine feminines have went through that change as well. Like say, remember, I am a divine feminine that can tap into divine masculine energy as well, you know, just as easily. And it is that, but obviously I live the divine feminine life. And it's kind of yeah, as a divine feminine, I have went through all of that in the past, well, forever, but I did go through that in the past year too, a lot of massive change that was very, very uncomfortable. So I feel a lot of divine masculines are going through that now. I know, because I'm not just feeling it, I'm seeing it with my clients. Be decisive, but what this is the seeded doubt is being lifted from a lot of divine masculines. The veil is being lifted. That actually helped someone, you know, a man with that recently, and I just loved it, that moment where I was listening to the Twinflames story, and it's like absolute clarity. And then you're kind of thinking, fucking hell, is this what happens to all divine masculines, that they get hoodwinked and tricked, and they think somebody else is their divine feminine for a while until it's made clear. So yeah, well, actually I know it is the case from my clients, but again, a lot of divine feminines aren't going to like that, but it is, well, I've noticed, guys and gals. Right, so that's in the subconscious. Oh, I usually use that for the conscious anyway. Right, so in the conscious mind, what cards do we want to use? Oh, I'm actually using a bit of a different order, but that's fine. In the conscious mind, we've got, for divine masculine, I'll just use one of these. Potion. Remember to practice self-love. We'll see, that's where you got to trust yourself. 24th of April may be significant. When's that? Is that the weekend? Yeah, it is. It's Sunday, right? So Sunday, if you're watching this real time, 24th of April is significant. Again, it could be meeting up and talking with your twin for the first time in a long time. For some of you, I feel that's going to be for others, it's could be something, you know, someone's birthday or something, or some other kind of thing. But yeah, remember to practice self-love is what's going on in the conscious mind. You as a divine masculine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, whatever you identify as, are just really focused on putting your needs first, knowing that that gets your strength up for what comes next in your journey. You're familiar with the concepts of self-love and self-care, but either you've never actively practiced them, or there's something you've fallen behind on. And that makes sense, you know, if there's been depression, or, you know, feeling down, or again, it's from a combination of different things. Either way, you should get back on track. Keep yourself, and then it's got change tracks, was the one I just showed. Keep yourself maintained in all ways, big or small. That can mean calling it quits to take a luxurious bath, as said, or that can mean putting on a rosewater face mask and getting out your planner so you can sort out your life before it gets too out of control. So again, that may be the case that some guys do that. Again, lots of guys know how to embrace their feminine side. But like I say, I can help you do that if you're called to me. And it's just could be something as simple as, yeah, you know, doing that kind of stuff and knowing that you're allowed to, you know what I mean? And it's good for you to do that. It's healthy. But also just to talk about your feelings, like all stuff that I feel stupid when I say it, like, see, but they feel stupid. Divine masculines that I'm channeling, it's like you feel stupid. You feel, yeah, you feel stupid about something and you're not stupid. Yeah. Right, okay. Talking of self-care, let's pull a self-care card. By the way, someone's divine masculine really wants to give a message, because I just picked up that deck and these are the ones that I've done at the end on the divine feminine one. What self-care message do we need for divine masculines out there? But yeah, what I was just thinking is it mirrors the feminine message about resting. Because that was a very intense ascension stuff that we've went through the past few weeks, or whenever you're watching this, you know, it'll probably resonate for whenever someone's randomly found this. But like I say, the last of Aries is always very turbulent. It is change, you know, that the word change keeps coming up, but Aries is change, and at the last degree, that's unpredictable change. Unfortunately, it can be things to do with fire or guns, and I did see that there was something about guns there, you know, kind of in the UK, and I did say to my dad yesterday, I went, watch this, the last degrees of Aries, the last days, there's always quite violent things that go on in the world. So sending lots of love to those situations. Oh my god, that bird, is it holding a bit of bread, or is it got a really weird beak? That bird looks really funny. What kind of bird is that? I think it's got something in its mouth. This means something. So see what I mean? It's like that bird is really grabbing my attention, and I don't know why. It's like, I don't know why it looks so. God, it's flew away. Thanks for the message, though. I love being like this. I never get bored of it. But that means something. It's like this divine masculine doesn't want to attract attention for being different, but that bird's rocking it. Why not? You know. Just thought it. Fucking hell. Oh, that was so funny, but I'm not joking, right? Rejuvenation. See, you're fucking knackered. Whether you're a man or a woman out there, whatever you identify, you need a good night's sleep. Look, I do too. I've got bags under my eyes. That's why I'm going for a spa day tomorrow. Overnight, I might fucking add. Get a good night's sleep. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and spirit. And I feel I want to pull another one for you, divine masculine. And again, should need to say this, but your divine feminine gets it. It doesn't mean they don't miss you. It doesn't mean that they don't get frustrated. It doesn't mean that they're like, what the fuck is going on? But they get it. They want you to heal. They want you to love yourself. They want you to feel strong. But what they don't want you to do is feel like you need to be perfect before you make any kind of contact. I say this all the time in the lives, but that's why Spirit kept telling me, the guides kept saying, you need to make at least, you know, shorter videos, even if they are like 40 minutes and stuff, 20 minutes, so that more people that are meant to get these messages find them, because I can do like 2-hour, 3-hour live streams. I haven't done them for a while because again, I'm doing a course right now, so like, you know, I'm holding the space for the course, so I need to watch my energy levels. But what I say all the time is, you know, even if you're divine masculine out there and you just send your divine feminine a song or like an emoji or something, like if that's all you've got in you, like divine feminines that I know would, well, they would love it because it's at least it's something, but it's also, they can feel what you're feeling. So maybe a bit more than that's funny because I'm being drawn a little unicorn thing up there that reminds me of the unicorn emoji. But it's a song, you know, I feel sending your divine feminine a song, kind of, a song can often get across what you can't express. And there's a card in that deck that says I can't express how I'm feeling. Again, I work with a lot of women can't express how they're feeling as well. And again, lots of women are in divine masculine. Again, it gets so confusing, doesn't it? But anyway, goals. Set a goal, write it down and release it. I said this to someone today. Set a goal, write it down and release the outcome. Small steps make a big difference. Again, whether you write it down, whether you just set an intention, you know, that is a baby step, isn't it? And like you say, but a lot of divine masculines will talk themselves out of that and they'll be like, oh, I'm not doing that because that's not good enough after all this time, especially if there's been a huge separation after all this time, and you know, needing to come in and apologize or whatever's went on. I can't just freaking send them a song and not explain myself. But yeah, you can. And again, if you're divine feminine, like kind of comes back like, what the fuck is this? Like, is that all? Like, it's not even funny. Like, I don't know if that's your divine feminine. Like, again, I'm not going to say it definitely isn't, because some people could have more of a short fuse or whatever. It really depends on what you've got going on there in your connection. But yeah, like you say, it's nobody that I come into contact would act like that with their divine masculine. You know, they would give them time, and God, my nose is really itchy now. Give them time and energy. Oh yeah, time and energy. Yeah, you know, like the divine feminine send their divine masculines healing with their higher self's permission. And you know, they want them to retreat. If that's what they want to do, hermit to heal is a phrase I've been getting for years, then that's what they want them to do. Look, knackered. Take a mini retreat, listen to the voice of your soul. Well, look, my inner divine masculine is doing that. My inner divine feminine and divine masculine is like, hey, I'm going on a mini retreat. And it was like funny because someone was like, oh, I was going to get you a spaddy, but you know, your mum bet me to it. And I'm just kind of like, I'll take another one gladly. You know what I mean? Like, let's, as soon as I get back and the bag's unpacked, let's go on another one. Yes, please. You know, listen to the voice of your soul. But again, like, so for divine masculines out there, and again, this could actually be for look at that, rejuvenate, goals and retreat. So for some divine masculines that are in union with your divine feminine, you know, maybe you want to do that too, like, you know, get away and talk and get to know each other again. Embrace your confusion, let there be peace and not knowing all the answers, peace. But again, it's like if you're in that place of needing to heal and you feel like you can't heal around your divine feminine, honor that within you, and your divine feminine will honor it. I've totally confused myself. The heart space. I'm going to use these cards. They will honor it. Yeah, they will honor. Oh yeah, I know why I'm using different ones. Right, okay, Spirit, I get it. They will honor your decision. They trust you. Your divine feminines trust you. God, man, wow, really itchy. God, it's because I'm channeling, guys. If you didn't hear me say that in another video, I don't know if I said it, my nose is really itchy. Oh God, I think it's because a lot of divine masculine energies are getting channeling abilities coming on. They're trying to pull my attention to that. So and I feel it's like, it could be like me, like you're just coming out with random wisdom that you're like, what the fuck? That's news to me. Or like people are like, wow, you know, thanks, that really helped, that a bit more than usual. And you're like, I didn't feel like me. That's probably because it wasn't. Or that sounded like my divine feminine when I said that. You know, it's, yeah, you're tuning in the energy. Or you're writing stuff down, you know, you're channeling. I know that's happening with a few clients of mine, a lot of women. It's happening in the course as well. The people that were like, you know, I'm not good at writing, or, you know, I'm not good at art or whatever. And suddenly they're writing the most beautiful pieces of creative writing. So, and these are the gifts that, again, tend to come out in people when they work with me in groups or one-to-one, because it's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help highlight people's hidden pain to them so they can work through it, and their hidden gifts. That's what my magical power is. Chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So again, chakra clearing's going on. See, the guides, the light beings know what to guide me to for these messages. This is what's going on in the heart space. Divine masculine, you're hard at work clearing your chakras so that you can come to your divine feminine with a cleared head and a clear heart, and not kind of as a bit of a rebound after having your heart broken, whether it was more recent or not so long ago. And again, not just in love, you can have your heart broken by friends letting you down. I've had it happen to me many a time. And I've also been able to heal my heart from those moments too. Teaching and learning, keep an open mind and learn new ideas and teach these ideas to others. Again, because it's in the heart space, a lot of you divine masculines are realizing that what you've went through, you at some point can, you know, have been getting visions of how you can help other guys or gals or whatever out there with what helped you through your dark time. And again, this is the exact same as me. You know, when I went through my dark night of the soul, I was talking about it, channeling about it, because there wasn't too many people out there doing that at that point. And the only thing is, you know, I didn't have massive platforms, but I know that I did help, you know, a shitload of people on their journeys at that time, and still continue to. And again, a lot of people that do similar work to me will be like, you know, the first person that introduced me to astrology was Claire, or the first person that introduced me to looking at my moon and rising was me. And, you know, and like there's loads of people out there like that. Some tell me, some don't, but I know that is the case, you know, because it's like, yeah, because of people that do tell me, but I just know too. Because claircognizance, that's what's just knowing. And pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as their answered prayers. And again, because I'm in my shadow, it's also when I've said, it's a bit insulting sometimes when I've had some people who I know for a fact that they didn't know anything about that, have then spoke to me like, you know, they've either ghosted me on the platforms and then sort of said, you know, something to me, and I'm like, I can't think of an example, but, you know, kind of like gaslighting me, because it is a form of gaslighting if someone's like, you know, trying to make out that they've always known that, but actually it's kind of like, yeah, I actually remember the moment when I told you that. But again, some of it's not gaslight. That's important to distinguish. Sometimes it could just be somebody's like, oh, you know, it could be like more in a humble way, like somebody, wow, union and true love. I didn't really even massively shuffle, but that's what wanted to come out. So I can tell when it's someone's like, oh, Claire's not going to remember, she told me what my moon and rising are on a live, but you'd be surprised. Like my guides will remind me. And then, like I say, there are some cheeky folk that'll kind of hit me up, like, you know, and it's kind of, again, it's a bit ungrateful, isn't it? I think sometimes, and you don't kind of give someone that respect, but anyway, fucking hell. So that is going to come in for oh, look at that, looks cool. That is going to come in for someone, me talking about that. So in the physical, divine masculines out there, the ones that I'm channeling for, what you've got on your mind in the physical is union and true love. The union of divine soul counterparts, a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. So what that tells me is you're wanting to pop up on your divine feminine and you're not wanting her to have a clue. So if you're already in union, in a relationship, you live together, or whatever the deal is there, perhaps it is you're wanting to surprise them. And it could even just be the smallest of gestures, like coming home with flowers or something, and, you know, talking to them about how you've been feeling. Like I know that did happen for someone that I helped the other week there, that, you know, they'd expressed that there was difficulty in there. Actually, it's very much like the one I've channeled and published yet. So, you know, just, you know, that they were going through a bit of a rough patch, and, you know, as soon as spoke about their feelings, back on track. I've just burped. So that was, you didn't, whether you heard it or not, it's often, well, it's when I transmute clear energy, but some people could see it's fear. But it's kind of like they got over, their fear, and, you know, spoke about their feelings. But again, for those of you that are in separation, and this would be people I feel have known each other before, You've went quiet, you know, on your, quiet, obviously some of you do ghost. I would say all of you do at some point, your twin, but again, and it's, yeah, you basically don't want them to know when this is going to happen, and fair enough, you know what I mean, but not everybody likes surprises is what I'm going to say. If you want a wee tip there, but do your way. I'm sure they would like a surprise from you. So true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. But again, there's no doubt in this divine masculine collective that this is true love, that this, you want this union with your divine feminine, but it is just you're still a bit tired, and that's fair enough. But like I say, more energy comes in after the LTM, because look, past lives, we reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lifetimes, but there's just that awareness that this is a journey worth waiting for, as your divine timing is at work in your love life. And also, you know, so it's like, I feel there's frustration with the divine masculines out there, those of you watching this, or again, if you know, divine feminines cross watching, that they know you've been connected in other lifetimes, they know that this is worth waiting for, and you also know on some deep level that your divine feminine knows that this is worth waiting on. But I do feel there's been a lot of panic within you as well, about, oh, that's funny, I missed out the ascension, I'll do it now. You know, there's been a lot of panic within the divine masculine collective that, like, fuck, I hope she knows that, like, I want this too, even though I haven't actually told her. So then they'll be thinking, so, and then beating yourself up that it's like, so shit, how can I expect her to know if I haven't told her? But that's what I'm here to, this is why my guides are saying, you don't, you know, try not, I can't tell you what, but try not to panic so much about that, because those are, you know, that you are on the true twin flame path. You know, divine feminines have a lot of understanding for this, but again, I can't speak for all divine feminines, because you know, there's a lot of people out there that talk about twin flames, and some of them talk about twin flames in really concerning ways, and then they do get, like you say, like it would be totally unrealistic to say that divine feminines don't go frustration, or you know, feeling fed up or feeling confused and all of that. That would be lying. But it's they just trust this. Like, look, I trust my divine masculine, so I might be like, wow, this is confusing and fucking fed up, but like, I trust them. That is how divine feminines will feel, or it's how they should feel rather. But again, yeah. Right, so you'll, and I've been drawing that card, you'll always be my best friend, you know too much. Obviously it's a funny one, but it's like, it's almost, I'm channeling your divine feminine to you, divine masculine, someone out there, that you will always be my best friend. It doesn't matter if I haven't seen you in years, you will always be my best friend. And actually, for a lot of divine feminines out there, like, I'm getting that feeling that, like, I know that sometimes it has actually put some of my best friends' noses out of joint when I've actually said, like, really quite passionately, like, he's my best friend. Like, I don't care if I've not seen him in years, he is my best friend. Like, you know, you're my best friend, but he is my best friend. But actually, some people I said that to aren't even in my lives anymore. So, do you know what I mean? Like, again, like, I wish anybody that you know, that applies to, like, love. And it's, but you know, it kind of proves a point, doesn't it, that some people that you may have felt would have been in your life forever, and it's like, you know, you feel like you have to have their back more than your twin flames. Well, you watch your back with that, you know what I mean, with divine masculines out there. But also watch, but I feel divine masculines are learning that, or have learned that, but divine feminines watch that too, you know, that you don't pick people over your twin flame too much, because they may not be in your lives forever. Always say that nobody's guaranteed to be in your life forever, not even your twin flame, but actually your twin flame is always with you, whether you like it or not, because they're always in your heart. Right, so divine masculines, what you're going through out there. I was going to make yours a bit shorter, but it seems to be about the same length. Mother, look at this. This is all making perfect sense. So, Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? This is what it's all been about. So through your ascension process, you've been getting hit really hard. I bet you that Scorpio moon was really challenging for all different sorts of reasons, whether it was, you know, karmic energy going on, whether it's romantic, past romantic, again, I would dare say it's with most people, it's going to be people with exes rather than present romantic, because if you're still presently in a romantic entanglement or just sleeping with someone or whatever, a lot of these messages are not going to resonate with you. And if they do, that's what you really need to address, because, well, you're not going to be in union anytime soon. So that doesn't fit with the true love and the union. Otherwise, you really are living a fantasy if you're sleeping with someone else and thinking your divine feminine is going to want to be with you soon. Sort your shit out is what I want to say to you there. But again, see, I think when I'm saying that, a lot of divine masculines will be like, oh no, but I have been at that bit, like where you've ran away and you've slept with other people that aren't your twin flame, whether it's a partner you've been with for a while, or whether it's lots of different people that's running away. You know what I mean? And it's not facing up to what really scares you. True love. That makes sense. So it's either that's talking about the past, or like say, somebody could have found this. It's like, shit, I've just been given a message that resonates. Right. So what else on the leap? You go first, the universe will catch it. I'm going to be honest there, like, look, full moon, and we're in the last of the full moon energy. That is about you go first. You have to, in this ascension process, you have to be the one that reaches out to your divine feminine. Like you say, whether it's an emoji, sending a song, or saying, I'm sorry it's taking me so long to get in touch, but I'm ready to talk when you are. I don't know what you want to say. We're going to find out in a minute, but it is you go first. Soul memories and gifts, you've done this before. Again, and that is just acknowledging what I said about the past life stuff coming up, Atlantis, Lemuria, whether you know the names of this stuff. But again, some divine masculines will be. Look, because you're releasing soul patterns and contracts in past lives, you're releasing the contracts of the karmic partners, the romantic ones, the friends that are no good for you anymore, may have been very good friendships at one point, they aren't anymore, they don't serve you, realizing who the fake friends are, who the true friends are, and it's exhausting. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. And again, your true divine feminine, if it's really your twin flame, will get it, because she'll have went through the exact same thing. And again, I'm here to clarify that is absolutely the case, because I've been through it. Right, so a message from, now bear in mind, I don't know how this is going to work, because these are written as like from a divine masculine, but let's see, we're going to try for this is from your divine feminine to you. I'll tweak it, as I like to say, I'll tweak it if it feels like it doesn't fit. I'm trusting my guides right now. Message from your divine. Now this is obviously, oh look, I'm being drawn to the divine feminine deck when I'm saying that. Oh, I might pull a divine. Yeah, I like what you're doing here, spirit. So I say spirit, it's like really, it's like light beings, it's guides, it's spirits, people's loved ones in spirit. I can feel a few grannies around here for the divine masculines as well, by the way. Ancestors. So bear in mind that, by the way, I may literally channel something your granny or a great granny or an auntie or something would have said to you in spirit, because I'm a medium as well, and I might not have a fucking clue I'm doing it, but I feel the fact I'm saying that, I'm just really notice everything that I'm saying, and please let me know, like email me and let me know in private. Maybe it's not today, maybe it's another time, but it's just making me think that somebody's like, yeah, great aunt or auntie or granny or something. It's like a female granny energy I'm feeling. That's so stereotypical. I'm feeling somebody's granny's trying to tell me like you love their lentil soup. I actually loved my grandma's lentil soup. There was nothing quite like that smell walking in her house, but that's what somebody's granny's trying to tell me. So yeah, so this isn't the divine feminine collective, it's somebody specific divine feminine to a divine masculine out there. Oh my God, that actually does make sense, doesn't it? Not for all of them, but I'm too needy of you, or it would have made sense at some point. I'm too needy of you and I don't want to appear weak. And again, I don't like when they go too much into my stuff, but it does need to happen from time to time to get the point across. I don't mind saying that, like, I definitely have been at that part of the journey many, many years ago. And that's what, and as a Scorpio rising, that's what's funny about it. Like anybody that knows, well, fucking everybody knows now if they want to come and find it. But because I knew how strong my feelings were, and it, like, before I even knew it was like twin flames, I was like, what the fuck am I like? This is like, what? This is not normal how intense these feelings are. I like say I always fancied them, but fucking hell, it was like next level shit that you can't put into words when that comes online. And I didn't want to appear needy. And well, like, I'm the one that's caught the feels and he hasn't. Do you know what I mean? Even though I know that he would have felt really strongly about me, we would have felt really strongly about each other at the same time at some points, actually, but we're both really good at hiding it from one another. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, your divine feminine is just saying, like, she's not contacting you, or he, whatever, if it's two guys, whatever's going on. They're not contacting you because they don't want to seem like they're crowding you and that they're being needy, and that you know, like they're chasing you. They don't want to crowd you. That does make sense, right? Another message from someone's divine feminine. So they're giving you your space, basically, because you need it, from what I've just tapped into. They're holding space, is what we would say, like a best friend would. Oh, because you are my twin flame. Beautiful. They're not getting in touch with you because they're respecting your space, because you are my twin flame. And when I said that and looked at the camera, I'm channeling your divine feminine. They know who you are, therefore they want you to look after yourself. Fucking hell, man. Remember, this is the divine feminine, divine masculine. And look at what I just said, right? I hide my feelings for you, but secretly I love you so much. So see how the guys back me up there? It does make sense, because I just told you I used to do that. I've told you, I've said many times on my video, if you go and look at my other videos, I've been in the same clubs, I've been at the same parties, I've been at festivals. Yeah, all these kind of areas, as my twin over the years. Not more recently, but yeah. And you would never have known. Some other people wouldn't know. Some others would be like, what the fuck is Wet? Some of them knew what Wet was, but you know, not knew, because they don't know how deep it runs. And even at some of these points, I didn't even know what it was. You know, I just knew it was like, what's changed? Anyway, what I'm saying is like, it's very possible that your divine feminine, it might look like she doesn't give a fuck and she really loves you so much. But again, it's not a secret in my case, is it? Because here I am telling YouTube. Right, so, and the divine feminine message that wants to come out to go with that. Oh, wait a minute. And again, same thing, this might not make sense, but it worked that time. So we'll see. Your divine feminine wants to say to you, I love you. Fucking hell, look at this. Love you. So that card just said, I hide my healings for you. Oh yeah, they secretly heal you. But again, it's not a secret. I'm telling you that happens, and they ask for your higher self's permission. I hide my feelings for you, but secretly I love you so much. I love you. But again, I feel this is because, well, actually, bear in mind, a lot of divine feminines that aren't out there in public channeling on different platforms and stuff. This will make sense to people, that it's like, well, it doesn't look like they still love me. Like, you know, they're gallivanting about town and chatting to their guys, and I know that's happening and stuff. But maybe they're just trying to distract themselves from the pain that you're ignoring them. You know what I mean? But again, that, with me saying that, by the way, again, that isn't going to be where most divine feminines are at. Like, they will be in the same place as you, because you are their twin flame. Nobody can match them. It's not worth it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, literally, like, what is even the point? And then for ones divine feminines like me, God, my nose is getting really itchy. See, that is actually loved ones in spirit too. So person's granny, you know, we told them about the lentil soup. Wait a minute, actually. I feel someone's granny's, this is really specific, somebody's granny's birthday, or the day they died, or something, you know, their anniversary is the 11th of April. So, you know, it's not been long ago. now I'm feeling a pain in my heart. It's funny because it says opening heart. So I feel there was some kind of heart condition that somebody's granny died of here. This isn't meant to be mediumship, guys, but we'll allow it. But also this is about opening the heart. So I feel that, this granny figure is wanting to help some divine masculine out there is going to resonate with that, right? I saw when I left you with someone, but you see, look, your divine feminine has actually saw you out there. I love you, say it again. They've either saw you with someone or they've seen something online or somebody said, I think they're speaking to this person or whatever. And so just be aware of that the sensitivity between twin flames and the respect, sometimes it can be crosswire. Sometimes it's exactly what it looks like. Let's be real. But just be aware of that. It's just because it looks like they don't have feelings for you. That probably isn't the case. Again, I can't speak for in my situ. But I've never not had feelings for my divine masculine the whole fucking time. So do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm pretty sure he would have known that. Right. The Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. Oh my God, I spoke about hermits all the way through this. But again, I was very respectful. I might want to, I say that all the time, but I stayed well away. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. That's what your divine feminine does. So of course she's going to do it for you. The goddess of compassion, because they are the goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. They're always holding compassion for you and understanding about when you need to hermit to heal. Love it. And Mistress of the Labyrinth, my soul knows the way and the only way is out. And they know that you will find your way. And see this? It looks like the red string of fate that's around her hand there. And I always say that's what twin flames are about, is the red string of fate. It's like, doesn't matter how far your twin flame wanders from you, because they are your twin flame. You're connected by an invisible red string of fate, right? And I didn't make that up. It's a proverb from, I can't remember. Right, guys, that's the messages. So please let me know whether you're a guy or a gal, whatever you identify, whether this helped you or not. Like I say, I'll either keep this on the main channel or I may move it over to Patreon at some point, depending on my workload. Yeah, so just enjoy them now while they're here. But like I say, I don't know, I might keep them here. And I'll try and do this once a week. Okay, so please like, comment, subscribe, or book a personal session if you feel called. See you later.